Flexibility in retirement is extremely important for you to ensure that all your goals and objectives are met. You can have sufficient amount of retirement savings at retirement, but still incur flexibility issues and cash flow issues in retirement. Retirement products equals, for this discussion, a pension fund, a provident fund, or a retirement annuity. Why is this such a problem in practice today? Firstly, you can never withdraw a lump sum once you are in retirement and earning an income from a fixed or a living annuity. At retirement, you are able to withdraw a lump sum at 1/3 of the full value for a pension fund or a retirement annuity, or 100% if you have a provident fund. The provident fund legislation are due for change and they are working on that. It should also change soon. But this actually means that once you are in retirement, you actually have very little flexibility because of the one withdrawal that you make at retirement. Number two, we usually advise clients not to take the full 1/3 at retirement. It's obviously assessed by case because tax can become very expensive once your lump sum goes over 900,000 Rand. So your lump sum might not provide you sufficient cash flow at retirement or in retirement. Thirdly, there is a limitation on the amount of income that you can withdraw from your living annuity. You can withdraw between 2.5% and 17.5% of income per annum, but paid out on a monthly basis. This can only be changed once per annum. So there's also little flexibility there in terms of what you earn from your living annuity. Lastly, your goals and your objectives might require more from you than just the income that you're earning or the lump sum that you've taken at retirement. And we often see this in practice happening. People require more for day-to-day things or emergencies, and there's no flexibility available. So what is the solution for this problem? You need to start saving in an investment other than your retirement products, and this as soon as possible. An ideal investment vehicle would be a tax-free savings account, but you need sufficient time before retirement to make this effective due to the fact that there's an annual limit of only 36,000 Rand that can be saved into the tax-free savings account. There's also a lifetime limit of 500,000 Rand, but if it's only 36,000 Rand per month, it might not be sufficient if you only have a few years. So time is important. Other solutions would be in a unit trust or alternatively an endowment or a sinking fund, but just be aware that there's rules that applies to the sinking fund or the endowment products, which might mean that you need 5 years or more for it to mature. It will make sense that your qualified financial planner assists you with a strategy in terms of the funds of this investment. Remember that this investment is not subject to Regulation 28. So potentially you could take maximum risk on this investment. Once again, it depends on your situation and the assessment done by the financial planner. But it opens up opportunity for you to invest offshore and to be exposed to great investment opportunities internationally. Do not be tempted to use these funds. It's important that this is treated similar to an emergency fund. You're going to require discipline to not utilize it before you actually need it. So if you have sufficient amount of investment in a variety of investment products and not all locked up into your retirement products, then you will be able to overcome flexibility issues in retirement. And this will help you to have a very well-balanced investment approach. So what is the solution to this problem? You need to start investing in other financial investments other than your retirement products. An ideal investment vehicle would be a tax-free savings account, but you require sufficient time for this to be effective. Why is this? Because you can only invest 36,000 Rand per year into a tax-free saving. That is the maximum amount. And also 500,000 Rand over a lifetime. But 36,000 Rand per year will not be sufficient if you don't have enough time pre-retirement for it to increase in growth and to be sufficient. So you'll need other options as well. So other options are your unit trust, or even maybe in some cases an endowment or a sinking fund. Just be aware with the endowment or sinking fund that there might be limitations in terms of the time, and it's usually 5 years, so it will mature in 5 years' time. You need more time than that for it to be applicable. It will make sense that your qualified financial planner assists you with the investment strategy and the choosing of funds. Remember that this investment is not subject to Regulation 28. So potentially you could be able to take maximum risk on this investment. This could also potentially open up offshore opportunities for you to invest into. Remember that you should be very careful and treat this fund with a lot of respect. Do not be tempted to use these funds pre-retirement because you save for a specific goal here. This is very similar to the emergency fund, which we have discussed in an earlier recording. If you have sufficient amount of time before retirement and your qualified financial planner are able to mandate a suitable strategy for you, then you will be able to overcome the flexibility issues in retirement with a well-balanced investment approach. This will enable you to have peace of mind in retirement.